Cheers, everybody. We are back for another edition of Bourbon on a Budget. TJ Pittenger, Ben Cock, Brendan Sinone. How are you gentlemen doing tonight?
Doing well. Thank you for having me, TJ. It's an honor to be here.
Ben? Would you like
Yes,
to answer?
doing great. It's your pleasure. Yep.
It's review time, gentlemen. And do you know what we're reviewing?
I do. Do you...
Brendan, you have the bottle. So
What are we reviewing?
Blood.
This is
What was that sound?
that's my laugh. This is Blood Oath Pact 6. Blood Oath. This is our last episode before Halloween. Happy early Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Happy early Halloween.
So this is
Halloween.
Blood Oath Pact 6. So it's a 6 number in this series. It's by Lux Row Distillers. They do Ezra Brooks, Rebel, which, by the way, no longer Rebel Yell. I guess, yeah, it's Rebel now. They changed it. 3 rye. So this consists of 3 high rye bourbons that are 7, 8, and 13 years old, respectively. And all these Blood Oaths are finished in something. Blood Oath Pact number 5 was apparently poopy. It was a rum finished one. 4 was
A poop finished one, huh? Interesting.
Yeah. They took a big hack at it and missed, but that's life. TJ, number 4 was a toasted barrel one that apparently got rave reviews. The only one that's been comparable in the way it's been reviewed on Distiller and other places is this one, old number 6. It is finished in cognac. Cognac
Finishes. We are. We're loving the finished stuff lately.
Well,
like
we are
party here.
Yeah, this fit in nicely for our first week of finished King of the Hill.
I spent the year in Finland.
You're the worst at this. All right, let's jump into this.
Real quick, wait, one other thing. You guys know we've talked about what cognac is. It's a French brandy, basically. So it's gonna be wine or wine based, grape based.
Grape.
The proof on this, we'll get into the price on value later. The proof on this is 98.6. Do you guys get it? It's Blood Oath, and the proof is 98.6.
Oh,
so you got that.
I'll
going
give you that.
For it.
That's an extra point.
That's creative. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you thinking about the nose on this, Ben?
Nose is interesting. I would think it'd be a little. I think it'd be a little bit darker, being finished like in a brandy cask. Similar to like a.
Have you ever met a brandy?
She's a fine girl.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Funny story. When I was researching brandy for this, sorry I cut you off there, Ben, but it's a great joke because it actually happened. I got pictures of Brandy, the R&B singer from the 90s. So Ray J's big sister, made famous by tape with Kim Kardashian.
Brandy was famous before that, but YOLO.
No, but I would say Ray J was made famous.
Oh,
or I guess Kim Kardashian was made famous. Ray J was never mind. I'm getting Ben. No. What about the color of this again?
You Kardashian.
I think it's a little lighter than it should be. In my head, I would have thought it'd be a little more dark, but what do I know? I also would have thought I would have gotten a lot of like dark fruits, like plums or grapes. Grapes have been a great thing.
Grapes would have made sense given that it is
wine or
kind of smells like blood to me.
Blood, straight blood.
It's actual 98.6 degrees of blood.
It's literally.
Have you guys had cognac before? I've had a blueberry brandy once, but I don't think an apricot brandy. But I don't think that's a fair resemblance of.
I've had a couple brandies, mostly because
the drink or.
Heyo.
She's a fine girl. What a good one. Sorry. Continue.
Anyway, that was great. A couple of them, but mostly just as tasting. Not like I've owned a bottle of brandy and I drink it out of a brandy glass. That doesn't really happen. It's more of like I'm at Jimmy's shop. Yeah, I'm at Jimmy's shop tasting a bunch of bourbons. He's like, "Oh, I got this great brandy," and I'll be like, "Okay, I'll try it." That's how it usually goes.
What do you think about the nose, Brendan?
I like that we asked Ben about the nose. He said what it wasn't.
I think it's.
He talks about the color.
The color.
The girl. He talks about.
I think it's bright fruit. I think it's bright fruit.
Yeah.
Peaches.
I get pear. Pear is what I would say.
Pear.
is this
Yeah,
kind of-
that's all makes sense.
That's a pair of fruits, so it makes sense. Peach.
Let me paraphrase what Brendan is saying. It's going to be brighter, like whiter fruits. You know,
Like a white apple.
yes, like a white apple.
also known as a pear.
Yes, but it's interesting. Like I said, I'm not getting like the darker kind of notes that I would expect.
It's a very vibrant nose, but a little shiny, I guess, in a way too.
I can see that.
There's a little bit of very wood tannic-y too, tanniny, and a little bit of like brown sugar on the bottom of it. But yeah, the fruit notes that Ben mentioned, and specifically for me, pear, maybe like a green apple, a sour apple, Granny Smith, if you will.
Yeah,
Very
very
like
bright.
apple pie in a.
No,
No,
it's not. No.
So, all right, let's go to the taste then. Do you guys pick up the rye spice like almost immediately? You talked about the 3 high rye bourbons.
Yeah,
It could
On
just
the
be a
finish.
maybe.
on the
but-
finish for me, it very
Yeah, it
rye
gets
heavy.
spicier.
Mhm.
I think the
Very
sharp
spicy.
and brightness stays in it. You know, like you'd smell like, oh, it's really bright, and then the palate's very sharp. It's kind of like not young, but it has like
It's
a
definitely
sharpness.
sharp. It's
Yeah.
definitely.
You know,
It's
very-
not. I know Ben hates this, but it's not smooth at all.
No, it's not.
No,
It's
Very-
unsmooth.
Very kind of brittle almost in a way, very sharp and
Like peanut
yeah.
brittle.
no peanuts.
No,
Like,
I am
to
getting
me,
a
it's
little,
very fruity. This is a very fruit-forward bourbon.
Well,
I'd be drinking this in the summer.
which is funny because you're Blood Oath, and we're thinking, a
Oh,
darker,
should be, yeah.
more robust, more I guess what the Midwinter Night Dram tasted like, right? Like it's got this richness to it, and,
Right.
yeah. I do get a little bit of the grape though on the taste. I will say that,
Let's see.
but like a green grape, but it's just that sourness is there too. It's like a Sour Patch Kids. How is that appropriate for Halloween? If this was a candy, it'd be Sour Patch Kids.
What's your Halloween time? What's your favorite candy?
I'm
Top
always
two. Okay, whoa.
all right.
One chocolate, one like gummy-ish, right? Like one chocolate, one non-chocolate.
Oh, interesting.
So I lean heavily towards chocolate. I'd probably pick like 10 different chocolates before I'd get to fruit. Which like,
Really?
Yeah, it's 1,000% true.
Oh man.
my wife's more the fruit.
I need best and
connoisseur of us.
worst. I need best and worst.
All right,
I
all
know
right.
what the
Well,
worst is.
all right. So best for me for chocolate. Man, I just love a good Twix. Like the Twix is really just
Ugh.
solid. No, but as
the
I've gotten a little
worst.
older, I'm more a fan of the Hershey's, the white chocolate one.
Oh,
that's
we're
not
gonna-
even freaking chocolate.
If you
Yes,
were
it
gonna
is. It's
say
white
like a
chocolate.
regular
That's- no,
Hershey's
white
bar-
chocolate doesn't exist. White chocolate does not exist.
What?
Oh,
It's cream and sugar.
So it is chocolate.
No, chocolate. You need cacao. There's 0 cacao in that.
There, no, what
Cocoa
the
butter
cookies, the
doesn't
cookie
exist.
bites is. Oh my god.
so
White
okay.
chocolate doesn't
Oh,
exist.
the cookies and cream one you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy those. Those have
Okay.
good memories.
I cannot disagree more
Worst.
with Brendan on this.
Worst one, Brendan.
I don't want to. I don't know. Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls aren't bad. Okay, best. Okay, my chocolate is a tie between Kit Kats and Butterfingers.
This is a great review. I love it.
And then I really like
Was
for
bourbon
like
sucks. So
so we've gone on to candy reviews. It's Halloween. Let us live. Halloween's in 2 days.
I'm
Or
living.
3 days. 3 days from now when this airs. I do like the gummy stuff. I love Sour Patch Kids.
hmm
Big fan of Swedish Fish as well. Worst
like a
candy,
old person.
anything with coconut in it, like
Yeah.
almond joy or Mounds or whatever. Like coconut's terrible in candy. The texture
Yeah.
is awful. I don't like. It's gross. Ben,
paydays are gross.
I don't like those either. Yeah, I don't like a lot of stuff with nuts either. I don't like peanut M&Ms. I don't. I just want
You love
chocolate.
nuts.
I don't like nuts. and-
TJ is balancing. He's like tiptoeing through. The
I'm
He
not a
loves
fan
it.
of nuts.
You
Ben,
are. You
massive
definitely-
fan of nuts. Ben, tell us your
Okay.
favorite.
There
Peanut
is
M&Ms.
there
Two
is
at a time.
not a more Halloween candy than Reese's peanut butter cups.
I'm not a big fan of Reese's.
You're wrong.
I love
That is
Reese's.
wrong.
I don't
And
love peanut butter like that.
So great about Reese's.
There is nothing
is
better than Reese's peanut butter cup.
holiday shaped ones. They get
Sure.
a little more
Easter
peanut
egg.
butter. Yep.
Pumpkin.
Easter egg. I love the Cadbury eggs. If we want to
No.
go to
Oh, I
Easter.
do
No,
too.
no.
Cadbury
Yeah.
eggs are great. I get
Anyway,
them all
back
the time.
to the correct answers. Reese's.
Oh, worst candies?
No, he's saying best.
Back to
the
the
little-
the
The little
not-
chocolate covered cherries, the cordial cherries, those are awful.
Those are Christmas time. You don't get
Those
those
are not
Halloween.
Halloween.
Best non-chocolate candy. I don't think those exist. They're all bad. Yeah, they're all
You
bad.
don't like Swedish Fish or
No,
Sour Patch Kids?
I'm not a big. No, it's useless.
Nerds.
And
rock.
Swedish
the
Fish
worst
definitely
candy,
isn't.
though.
Swedish Fish isn't a Halloween candy. Like they
No.
don't get passed out ever. They're in a
Love,
bag.
love candy
Worst,
corn. What's your
worst.
candy
Okay,
corn thing?
worst is candy corn. Candy corn and Smarties are the
Smarties
worst.
are bad
When
just 'cause
you
they're so
run out of
chalky.
money, you give everyone candy corn and Smarties.
Smarties
if
are
you're not-
trash.
Yeah. And as a kid, if you're not like grinding up your Smarties to look like cocaine, then I don't know what you're doing.
What's the
It's literally
take
the
on-
only thing you do.
Okay, we got to get back to this review, but what's the take on Tootsie Pops? Tootsie Pops are elite.
No.
That's combining the best of both worlds. I like a
is.
Tootsie Roll Pop.
It's the Hannah Montana of Halloween candy. I guess.
Okay. All right. How's this thing finished? Let's finish up with our Halloween
Not
talk
good.
and get into
Not
the
good.
finish here. Brendan said there's a lot of spice on the finish.
A lot of spice. It gets bitter. It's bitter spice on me.
It is, and actually, that's where some of the rice. But it actually does taste a little like creamy peanut butter on the end for me.
It's a Reese's in a glass.
No,
Stop. Reese's peanut butter in a glass.
it's Reese's, isn't it?
No.
It's racist. Oh, Recess. It's on top of Madso.
Oh my god.
All right, let's rate this thing. We've gone so far off the rails here. We're going to get a complaint from Joe, I can tell.
Yeah.
Hopefully he has enough decadence to get through this.
Decadence is better than this.
Cancel.
I'm just going to say.
And just about as expensive. All right, nose 2 points, taste 4 points, finish 1 point, cohesiveness and complexity 1 point, and value 2. Brendan, you start us off. This was your contraption. I feel like I'm in a Saw movie. 2 points for the nose.
1.25. It is not offensive. It's fine. There's a few nice things going on there. Slightly, ever so slightly above average.
Ben.
Yeah, I think I'm going 1.25 here. Slightly above pleasant.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 1. I think it's slightly above average, but I don't think it gets all the way up to a 1.25 here.
Mhm.
Wow. Amazing. This is a
So it's slightly average then.
A sweet, stickly sweet nose, and TJ is not a fan. Interesting.
I don't think it's super sweet.
Yeah.
On the nose,
Fruity. It's fruity.
I guess I think of fruit as being sweet. But
Why? What do you think like that? Taste, you get 4 points, Ben.
I'm probably going 2 1/4. Not great for me.
no,
What above average?
2 1/4 for me as well. It's funny. It's like pleasant enough, but there's just not a whole lot going on. Yeah. 2.25.
Give this a bloody good score if it was good, but instead it's a 2.25 for me as well. I docked it a little bit on nose. I'll bring it back up to go slightly above average there. Finish. I'm going to finish a solid 0.5 here. Brendan.
0.5.
Like he gives it a solid 0.5, like it was a good score.
Yeah.
0.5 for me as well.
Wow, that's solid.
Yeah.
Ben.
0.25. I'm not a fan of this.
Ooh,
I am not a fan of
knocking
the
over
finish.
here.
Finish is bitter and
And that's the youngest. I forget which one of you guys said it tasted a little young.
I said it's sharp like
Mhm.
it is young. It's not,
Okay.
but it has like the sharpness of young.
It finishes as the youngest, like that's the youngest aspect to me, Ben. Is like the finish with it's spiky and it's got woody, very wood tannicky, but then a lot of the rye spice shows up. It does taste like it's not quite melded together.
Yeah.
Cohesiveness and complexity. I'll give this a 0.5. I think it's pretty cohesive all the way through. Actually, you know what? I'll give it a little bit of a reward. It's somewhat complex. I'll give it 0.75.
I mean, it's pretty cohesive to me. I'll give it a 0.5. I don't think it's very complex. There's a couple things going on there, but it's so muddled and kind of melded together. It's hard to really distinguish it. So yeah, 0.5 for me.
Ben?
0.5.
Bringing our scores before value. You guys may not believe this, but we almost had the trifecta. Brendan with a 4.5. I have a 4.5, and then Ben with a 4.25.
Oh, come on, Ben.
Where were you on that 0.25 when I needed you?
Bull crap.
Talk to us about proof, price, and availability again.
I haven't told you guys about the price yet. Brace yourselves.
I'm bracing.
Embraced.
100 doll hairs is MSRP.
Mm.
And availability is almost non-existent.
Almost
right?
non-existent.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Is this
TJ,
trade on the secondary at all?
Yes.
I don't know. I
People
wish
pay more for $100 for that.
Oh my god. That's awful. I got this in the vault.
Ooh,
I wasted
What a great
vault.
way to
pick, man.
waste the vault.
Way to pass on that Pappy and go straight for the
That's
Blood Oath.
not what happened. It was an awful. I think it was that.
Weller
or
12, don't need it.
But it was that or E.H. Taylor. And I probably in hindsight should have done E.H. Taylor.
It's good to try new things, and I'm glad you did it, not me. So, what is your value on this, Ben?
0.25.
Ooh, that's a rough one. Reasoning?
It's $100. It's not good for me to drink. That's the easiest answer. I mean, it's cool. It has packs. There's releases. You get a wood box. I'm giving you 0.25 to give you a wood box and you put a year on it. Okay. Everything else about it, not for me.
It does have a wood box. That's true.
Yeah, it's a solid wood box.
Brendan.
I'm going to go 0.25 as well. I can't give something that I purchased a 0, but I will say like the bottle is pretty cool. So it's got that going for it. Maybe an infinity bottle. I don't know. No, probably not. Like I've had this for a year. This is how little I've drank of it. This is how
You don't even like it. I was
not
so
bad.
excited for this review when we were like, oh, the Blood Oath, because we got one and we traded it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Now I'm
like, man, I'm so glad we sold that thing.
yeah,
Maybe it's
traded.
just I don't like cognac
Way
finished
worse.
things because I've had a couple and like I don't love them, but you don't isn't that on there.
Yeah,
I'm looking at this bottle with disdain right now. I hate you, Blood Oath.
You should.
Also, I
So-
want to keep calling it Blood Orphan, which seems markedly more dark and twisted. But
So I'm glad that. So anyway, I'll give it a 4.75 as well. I'll give it a 0.5 or 0.25 on the value. Yeah, I just can't. It's barely above average for $100. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
I do think. Okay, so there's some intrinsic value. The value of this to me is if you were like doing a lineup and you had several of them, right? Like if you needed this one to complete your collection,
Mm-hmm.
then grab it. Otherwise, as a one-off, I don't know that it's worth a lot. Ben's got some really cool bottles displayed in his office.
Yeah.
I think that if he had the other 7 or 8 or the other 6, then he wanted one more to complete the collection. Like there'd be value in that, but that's
The value
otherwise.
here is to prove to other people that spending more money doesn't get you better.
I'm glad I could be. I'm glad I can add to the science experiment.
That's the only value in it.
Yeah, it's a
So-
toughie.
Our final scores: myself and Brendan with a 4.75, and
Oh,
Ben with a 4.5. Takes
Killer.
our composite to 4.666666.
Oh, man, that's
also fitting
Oh.
for Halloween.
Blood Oath. That's
Oh,
perfect.
Blood Oath.
We did it.
Yeah, we did it, guys. We
The
are
devil in a glass.
Dang, I've got no good follow up for that. Satan and a Glencairn, whatever.
We should end the
Nah.
podcast on that note.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
On which note?
Which
The pair.
Which
That's
is
the
there-
only note
which
that there
is-
was in the entire.
The 666th note. All right, so that's that. Go back and check out Tuesday's episode. It's much better than this. We stayed on the
Oh,
rails
yeah.
a little bit more.
We'll see.
And Brendan was on a rail, so like you'll love that.
Who's real?
Not that kind of rail. Sorry.
Oh,
Go check out Tuesday's episode where we start off a new King of the Hill, guys. Was that fun or what? Midwinter Night's Dram.
Woo!
Did it make it past week 1? I don't know. Can't
No
give
one
away
knows.
spoilers here, but go check it out.
Spoilers for something that already happened.
If they haven't seen it yet, though. I mean, that's what
Go
all
back.
spoilers are.
Go back and
Move.
listen to it.
Yeah. Bourbon on a budget. We've had enough of hanging out tonight. We definitely don't have another episode to record that comes out earlier in the week. So, for myself, TJ Pittenger, Brendan Sinone.
Jeez,
Cheers.
every time.
Wow,
I
sticking
did
the
that one.
landing.
I did that one really bad just for you.
I'm Ron
For
Burgundy.
myself, TJ Pittenger himself, Brendan Sinone himself as well, and Ben Cock myself.
Whoa, what? Good show. Happy Halloween, everyone.